Hello and welcome back. This is Shadowcoast with Shadowcoast Gaming, and we are playing Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. In our previous episode, we completed the Fire God doorway, and we've unlocked half the door to Helheim. We now have to take on the other god.
Valravn, ancestor of the seers and master of ravens. He hunts his prey with his powers of illusion and feasts on their remains. Follow the path to Valravn and defeat him in battle to earn his mark. The gate to Helheim cannot be opened without it.
So we are going to go through this. Now before, if I'm not mistaken, we had 4 flame gates to unlock. So if this is an indication of that, or if that's an indication of this, we will have another 4 gates to unlock.
Ymir was a frost giant, a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him. Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous, but others fair. But there was another who came from the ice. Buri. In shape, he was like a man, big and powerful. His son, Bor, took a fair giant to be his wife, and they had 3 sons. Odin was the eldest, and the Northmen hold him to be the foremost of the gods, the All-Father.
Right now, Valravn, or however you pronounce his name, likes to use illusions. So I have a feeling alright, so we have a little gate that crosses over there, so I think we have to run up and around. Before we do,
Illusion hides the path to Valravn. Don't trust your eyes. Find another way to see the truth.
okay, we just focused on it, so I think we grab that insight.
What's that? It's a door. No, it's not. Push it. Push it. She did it. She did it.
Now, how much do you want to bet?
Look, something was different.
Oh,
Can you see it? She can't see it. Why can't she see it? Look over it. Can you see it?
huh, interesting.
Funny. We all want to see behind the veil, don't we? Once we do, we mostly just close our eyes again and pretend what we saw was never really there. Senua never could close her eyes, however hard she tried. Begged.
Oh, jeez. The darkness is coming again. You have to fight it.
This is the price she pays for seeing things differently. Because once you gaze into the relentless darkness, all that lurks within it can see you too.
Alright. We are these guys again. Super annoying.
They surrounded her. Strong enough.
Alright, so we just used our focus. Alright, so this guy we're better off pairing. Okay, now we got two. You can see on our symbol thing, it's not blue yet, so I think we're charging up. I'm not sure. Oh, it does charge based off us hitting him. Kind of like our ult. And nope.
You won.
Come at me, bro. Oh.
End it now. This is nearly the end.
Okay.
The North
That was
Wind will not
exciting.
stop her. She will find what she's looking for.
Alright, so some interesting symbols here. So we
Valravn's power of illusion comes from ravens. Align the ravens to break his magic seal.
Show me what you have seen, Truth.
Look how much has changed. It's all different.
how do I align ravens? So maybe yeah, I feel like maybe we have to like angle it right. I don't know if we're actually moving anything. But this will be interesting. Okay, that's cool.
Something's shifted. Something's happened. Something huge shifted. Can you feel it?
Alright. Something shifted. Hopefully that's the lock, which will let us through. So, you just got a question in chat. Am I enjoying this game? I am enjoying this game. I did buy it on Steam during the summer sale here.
Do you feel it too? It's like crossing into another world that looks the same but feels different. An imposter world where the forest itself is watching.
So yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. It's a different game. You guys know the majority of games I play are strategy based, but we take on games here or there. This one, I'll be honest, I'm not sure how it caught my eye, but it did, and I'm having a lot of fun. It is a psychological thriller, and playing with a headset on and voices coming at me from all, surround sound is interesting and creepy, but also really sucks you into this world. Controls are simplistic, there's no complicated items or anything like that. Yeah, that one's... And I am confused because I feel like there's like a lot of use of iron, which I'm not sure if that's reflective of the times or not. Something up there. I'm wondering if we tightrope walk across.
Another gate.
Another gate. You know what to do. Stay back. You have to open it. It's not safe. Don't listen to them. Listen. Don't. Open. You can do it. Don't.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravn.
Where are they? Do it. Where are they? What does it mean? Find the ravens. Which ravens? Where are they? Can't you see them? She can't see them.
Alright, so
Line up the ravens.
we need to go over here. Now, yeah, so this is not the normal kind of game. Also, that's creepy. There's stuff on the trees and stuff to make it look like it's kind of looking at us.
Shh. What is it?
Question is, how do
I
we...
hear something.
If you hear the song of Valravn, follow it, and it will lead you to him. But be aware of his illusions. You can't always trust your eyes.
How do we get up here? Oh, you know what I bet we need to do? We need to look through something to reveal something. And then we're gonna see something.
Listen, focus. You need to focus. Focus.
Oh, here we go.
Valravn. Challenge me.
Alright, let's see just...
Where'd you go? Where is it? It's all your fault.
We're just running around, trying to get that right angle. Keeps kind of appearing, trying to screw with us.
Fight me. Is she lost? Wouldn't be the first time. Last winter, before the tragedy, she journeyed into the wilds of her native land, living off of berries, roots, and rabbits. It's not uncommon, you see. We call such a person a Gelt. Some, like Truth, become Gelt in search of penance. Others, like Senua, to purge a curse. Those who make it back are forever changed.
She can get up now. What's happening? She can get up now. How can she get out? It must be magic. Dark magic. A trick. Valravn tricking her. Valravn. How can she get out? Wait. It's him. Dark magic draws her closer. It's not him. He's helping her. It's not him. It's a trick. She's doing it on her own. He's not tricking her. It's magic. It's an illusion.
Unlock this gate. Always want. Additional exit options. And there we go. We are going to get through gate number 2. more gates and then we
We
can...
picture fear, and we think of a shadow in the woods, a creature in the night. If only it were that simple. The worst kind comes without warning. Deep and primal signal from within. A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it doesn't mean that it's not already here.
Find a way, Senua. Go round, Senua. Find your own path. There's a different
Yeah, oh boy.
Behind you!
Come on, roll. I want to target this other guy, but it's not letting me.
They're winning. Behind you!
I really need to take out the time to figure out how to... figure out how to target.
Defend yourself! Finish this! End it now! Leave, run away. Go. He's gone!
Oh,
Behind you!
hello. No, we don't want to target that guy.
Surprise him! Don't give up!
I haven't figured out how to beat this sword guy necessarily.
She will die! You will die. Watch out! They're winning.
Alright, these guys are a pain in the rear. Oh, come on. I feel like I have to save the, have to save my focus for those guys. So much more difficult. Alright, so... a little more story lore here.
The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of men was formed from his corpse. They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving eyebrows as walls.
Interesting.
Do you know what it's like to leave everything behind? Your home, loved ones, to head deep into the wilds, perhaps never to return. Senua does. Because when darkness speaks, it changes everything. Turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers. Exile makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
Alright, so this is... Okay, we got this. So there are two gates, one to the right, one to the left.
The song.
Let's do
Valravn.
focus.
Valravn's song. It's over here. It's over here. Is that? It's over there. No, it's here. There's two. Listen, focus. Listen. It's magic. It's magic. She's been in the forest like this before. This reminds her of somewhere. The forest. Where? Which forest?
Forest in the wilds.
The wilds.
She left Delia.
She went to the wilds a long time ago.
Why did she go to the wilds?
She wanted to fight her own darkness. She thought she could beat her own darkness.
Did she beat her darkness?
No. It nearly killed her, but she tried.
Druth. Druth helped her.
If it wasn't for Druth, she'd
She'd
be dead.
She can't beat her own darkness.
Hmm.
She wanted to marry Dillian.
She came to beat her own darkness and marry Dillian.
So,
But it
She
didn't
thought-
work.
She thought her curse
like
would
a
affect him.
little iron.
She thought her curse would spread to him.
She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too.
She nearly died.
She thought the curse made her tainted.
Druth helped her.
There he is.
The ravens.
The ravens.
They've gone.
They've gone.
No,
Half of them have gone.
They've gone.
some are still there.
But where?
Some still there.
Valravn's helping.
No.
He's not helping.
It's a trick. Quiet. Out in the wilds, in the cold winter woods,
Where have they gone?
she no longer felt fit for this world.
She almost gave in to the darkness. Almost.
See if we can
She
get rid of
remembered
these other
Lillian's
ravens.
words. She remembered her promise. She resolved to fight on and kill that which had become a part of her.
There we go.
Open it.
She has to.
Not from this side.
Alright, we are... I think we've already activated this one. Interesting. We will open this gate first. Then let's see if we can get rid of some more ravens and find out where we really need to be. I'm not... Not entirely sure how this works. I think what needs to happen is that wall is going to reset, and then since we opened the door, there hopefully is a stairwell that goes up. How did I figure that out? Well, I'm just super smart, and it was my best guess. So now that wall is intact. Allowing us to hopefully eliminate more of these.
The ravens. They were one.
No. There's still three. There's three.
There's three.
Where have they gone?
Where have they gone?
She did it, but what does that mean?
Looking back, I was so naive to think she could banish it on her own. The further she saw into the darkness, the more she struggled to see anything at all. And the glow, the smallest hints of shape, sound, thought, grew in strength until they consumed her whole. Before she knew it, the darkness had her in its claws.
There we go.
Valravn. Broken. The gate is open. Open.
She did it.
There is no such thing as victory when it comes to the darkness. like it doesn't want to kill her. Yet, it will gnaw at her, biding its time. Only when she is at her weakest will it strike to kill.
Oh, jeez,
Will
that's
she find Dillion before her time comes?
does not bode well for us. Gonna strike us at our weakest. This darkness that we're fighting. Alright everyone, thank you for joining me. This is Shadowcoast Gaming. If you enjoy what you see, please subscribe, please post, please like. Thanks for watching. We will catch you in the next episode. For those online, I'll be returning, or watching live, I'll be returning in half an hour or so. See you in the next episode.